Hello students, welcome back to Let Us Master English. Today we are going to learn analytical paragraph. This topic has been introduced this year for class 10th by CBSE. Let's get started. Students, in class 10 writing section, there are two topics. One is formal letter. I have already made videos for you on letter of inquiry, letter of complaint, and letter of placing an order. And you are going to get choice over here. You will get two formal letters out of which you have to attempt any one. And this question is for 5 marks. Now the second topic is analytical paragraph. CBSE has replaced story writing with analytical paragraph. So writing an analytical paragraph based on a given outline, data, chart or cues. So here also you will get two questions out of which you have to attempt any one. This question is for 5 marks. Students, earlier CBSE has announced that analytical paragraph is for 10 marks, but now it is for 5 marks. Now let us see what is analytical paragraph. Analytical paragraph is a paragraph that gives descriptive information on the basis of condensed information provided in the given line graph, pie chart, bar diagram, etc. So the input will be given to you and then you have to analyze. Analyze means to examine in detail. You have to analyze the given data presented in the form of chart, map, report or graph. It requires an analysis and comparison of the given facts and drawing conclusions based on the given data. So, the input which you will get, you have to read that graph, you have to analyze the data properly, and then you have to compare the trends, and in the end, you have to come to a conclusion. Now, students, analytical paragraph has 3 main points. So, you have to divide your paragraph in 3 main points. Number 1 is introduction. Introduction has to be very, very short. Usually, we write 1 sentence or maximum 2 sentences, not more than that. And here, you simply have to paraphrase the question. It means whatever is written in the question, you don't have to copy the exact lines, but you have to describe the given data in your own words. That's all. And point number 2 is body. So in this part, you have to describe your analysis in detail. You have to elaborate your analysis in body paragraphs. Then third point is overview or conclusion. Overview means you have to describe the overall trend, or you have to conclude your analysis. It is like the summary of what is written earlier by you. Here also nothing new is to be written. Now students, when you write analytical paragraph, first we write introduction. Now I have given you these sentences to start your introduction. Number 1 is, the pictorial representation reveals the fact that, after that whatever is written in the question that you can write. Or you may start it with, the chart shows, and if in the question they have already written the chart shows, we can change it by writing the chart reveals, or the chart represents, or the chart illustrates. And number 3 is the trends shown describe that. After that, you have to copy the line from the question. So this can be your starting line. Now students, for describing graph, you need to know good vocabulary. In graphs, you have to describe whether the trends are rising or declining. Are they similar or different? So here, I'm going to acquaint you with the words needed for giving descriptive information. Now in the graph, if you are showing increase, so for increase we can use these synonyms like rise, rocket, upward trend, leap, go up, hike, progress, growth, climb, and improvement. So depending on the situation, you may pick up the words from here. Now in this slide, I'm going to tell you the words used to show decrease. So in place of decrease, you can use fall, dwindle, vomit, drop, decline, or downward trend. Now if you want to show change, for that we can write fluctuate, oscillate, variation, alteration. Now, if there is no change, then you may write the trends remained stable, static, constant, unchanged, or consistent. So whatever is written in the question, you don't have to pick up that word. Use some other word. You have to show to the examiner that you know all the words to describe the various trends. Now students, in your graph, usually there is one highest point. So for that, we can write peak, zenith, or apex. And if you want to show difference, for that, you can use the words like dissimilarity, variation, inconsistency, or opposing trends. Now students, we need to use adjectives to describe the things in a better way. So here are some words which you can use. For example, steady, gradual, sharp. So here you can say that there was a steady rise, there was a gradual fall, there was a rapid change, there was a slight variation, a significant decline. So dramatic, significant, huge, gigantic, fabulous, massive, considerable, vast, tremendous. So all these adjectives you can use before the verb. And now students, when you are describing your actions, we need to use adverbs. So adverb qualifies a verb, so it is to be used after the verb. For example, steadily, gradually, sharply, like you can write the trends rose sharply, or the trends declined steeply, or rapidly, dramatically, significantly, hugely, gigantically, fabulously, massively, considerably, vastly, tremendously. So if you will use these words, examiners look for these words when you are writing your analytical paragraph. Now students, usually when we are writing a paragraph, we need to use sequence markers. For example, most of the time you people write first, and then when you have to describe the second line, you say next or then you keep on repeating the same word, next, or then. So here are some sequence markers which will help you to frame a good analytical paragraph. So then, next, these two you usually use. After that, we can write following that, subsequently, former, later, after, previous, prior to, यानी पहले से, simultaneously means at the same time, during, while, and for the last line we can write finally, overall, or to conclude. So please make use of these sequence markers also. Now students, here are some time phrases which you need to use in your descriptions. For example, over the next 10 days, over the next 10 years, or over the next century, or 10 days later, in the following 10 days, आने वाले 10 दिनों में, 10 सालों में, the next 10 days show, or over the period of dash, or from dash to dash, or between dash and dash, at the beginning of the period, at the end of the period. So make use of these time phrases. Now students, here is an example of analytical paragraph. The graph gives information about changes in the birth and death rates in New Zealand between 1901 and 2101. Now summarize the information by selecting and reporting the main features and make comparisons where relevant. Now this is the line graph given to you. Let us study this graph first. Then only we will be able to make our analytical paragraph. Now students, this vertical line, that is the y-axis, shows births and deaths. And in the bracket it is given, it is in thousands. It means 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 and 70,000. And your x-axis shows years starting from 1901 till 2101. And here students, this black line shows the birth rate and this gray line shows the death rate. Now let us study birth rate first. In the graph, we can see from 1901 to 2021, that is the present time, the birth rate is higher than the death rate. At the beginning of the period, it stood at 20,000 and increased to the peak, that is 66,000 in the year 1961. And after that, it kept on changing, it kept on fluctuating between 65 and 50,000. And by the end of the century, it is expected to decrease slowly around 45,000. So students, first we are going to write introduction, then body paragraph 1, in which we are going to describe the birth rate, And after that, we will frame body paragraph 2, where we are going to describe the death rate. Now let us study death rate. See, death rate started below 10,000 and it kept on increasing until present time. That is 2021. And from 2021 to 2051, it is expected to increase more rapidly. And then it remains stable and then drops in 2101. Now, after writing 2 body paragraphs, you have to give conclusion. Now, what is the conclusion? The death rate overtakes the birth rate around 2041. Earlier, birth rate was more, death rate was less. And from 2041, we can see that death rate is more than birth rate. So students, now we have studied this graph. In the next slide, let us write this analytical paragraph. See students, here the words which we have described in our vocabulary section, I have highlighted those words with red color. And it is compulsory for you to use these words because your examiner would be looking for the accurate vocabulary which is required to describe graphs. So first will be our introductory paragraph. Now in your question it was given the graph gives information about changes in the birth and death rates in New Zealand between 1901 and 2101. So now we are going to copy the exact line over here, but in our own words. So here we have written the graph. In place of shows, we can write illustrates. In place of change, we can write variations. So the graph illustrates variations in the birth and death rates in New Zealand from 1901 to 2101. Or if you want to add, you can also write that the units are measured in thousands. Then comes body paragraph 1. Between 1901 and the present day. Now whatever analysis we made, that we are going to describe here. The birth rate has been consistently higher than the death rate. It stood at 20,000 at the beginning of this period and increased to a peak of 66,000 in 1961. Since then, the rate has fluctuated between 65 to 50,000 and it is expected to decline slowly to around 45,000 births by the end of the century. So in body paragraph 1, we have described the birth rate. Now we are going to frame body paragraph 2. So here we are comparing the trends. So in contrast, the death rate started below 10,000 and has increased steadily until present time. This increase is expected to be more rapid between 2021 and 2051, when the rate will probably level off at around 60,000 before dropping slightly in 2101. Now the last paragraph, that is the conclusion. Overall, these opposing trends mean that the death rate will probably overtake the birth rate in around 2041 and the large gap between the two levels will be reversed in the later part of the century. So this is our analytical paragraph, and in your examination, you don't have to write this word introduction, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, and conclusion. Let's move on to the next slide. So your answer should look like this. Frame 4 paragraphs. In first, give introduction. In introduction, you need to write simply 1 or 2 lines. And here we don't have to write anything on our own. Whatever is given by the examiner in the question, same thing we have to describe in our own words. The language can be different, but the meaning should be same. And then you compare the trends which are given, and at the end you have to give the conclusion. So this is your answer. Students, I hope you have understood how to write analytical paragraph. In this video, I have described line graph, and in my forthcoming video, I'll be telling you how to describe bar graph. So thank you very much for watching this video, and for more such videos, kindly subscribe my channel. Please do not forget to press the bell icon for the latest updates. So students, if you have liked this video, please press the thumbs up button and kindly subscribe, share and comment my video. Thank you very much.